Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Collegiate Esports Now. My name is Paulie Hype, and we'll be joined later in the episode by my co-host Katie Scott, of course. Let's start off this week with Collegiate Esports standings, highlights, and competitions from the top collegiate esports conferences in the country. Let's get into those right now.
This is College Esports Now.
Let's head over to the ECAC for Week 8, starting with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Keene University versus SUNY Polytechnic Institute. It's the last week of regular play for these teams, and SUNY Poly is looking to secure a higher seed in the playoffs, while Keene is simply trying to make a spot in the playoffs. From the get-go, we saw SUNY Poly's Minprass pop off on Palutina, only losing one stock in the first matchup as they swept all three players from Keene. In Game 2, though, it was a lot closer as SUNY Poly started off with uphill Carp, taking down two whole players by himself on Sephiroth. Keene answered right back, though, with AG Nation's Bowser Jr., who also took down two players. In the end, it came down to Bo Pitt, who took out AG Nation for the 2-0 victory. Next up is New York Institute of Technology versus Fisher College. We saw Fisher recently at the big CECC East LAN, and they are making sure ECAC knows that they are the champions. Already at the start, we see Fisher bring out Tony Pajama's Ness that absolutely decimated New York Tech in the first game, taking out 9 stocks while only losing 1. Game 2 had a different tempo, as Tony Pajama brought out his Mario this time around, taking out 1 player but falling to New York's DLT King 25. We finally see a new player from Fisher, and it's Jerry Samus, who took out DLT King 25 and Percival to claim the 2-0 series victory for Fisher College. Next up is SUNY Polytechnic Institute versus Stockton University in Valorant. SUNY Poly is looking for a chance at the playoffs, while Stockton's simply competing for a higher seeding. SUNY Poly did not make it easy for them, but Stockton's St. PJ and team took a 13-7 victory on Pearl off some amazing utility usage and aggressive map rotations. A similar story was being laid out on Ascent, as yet again we saw an 8-4 half in favor of Stockton as Grimmothy's KO was making so much space for them. After some small hiccups, Somnus was able to take the opportunity with his operator to take the victory for Stockton University once again. Now let's head over to a little Rocket League as Iona University versus College of Staten Island. It's the battle of the top for the ECAC Rocket League as Iona and Staten Island duke it out one last time in the regular season. Staten Island was lagging behind in Game 1 but brought it to an overtime victory with Mux showing how good he is at air dribbling. It was a similar story in Game 2, except it was Iona's favor as Sir Stondi was able to score 2 late-game goals, which enabled them to tie up the series. After losing 1 game, something happened to Staten Island as they just did not step off the gas pedal, taking a total of 9 goals in the next 3 games, while their opponents only took 3. Staten Island remains undefeated in the ECAC regular season, while Iona still has a comfortable overall scoreline at 6-2. Next up is Overwatch 2, Concord University versus Mount St. Mary's University. Concord and Mount St. Mary's only have 1 loss each this season, but only one of these 2 squads are able to stick with 1 loss after this matchup. Right away, Mount St. Mary decided to run an unconventional composition with Roadhog and Genji, and Zerial's Roadhog was a hook magnet as he systemically deleted members of Concord. He even got an ace almost by himself at the end of Game 1. Concord tried to copy Mount St. Mary's success from Game 1, but Zerial has an Agent Ocean pool as he brought out his Zarya and Sigma, which led his team to push aggressively and consistently. Dominance was shown in spades today, and it came from Mount St. Mary, who finished off the regular season at 5-1. Next up is Boise State University versus Bethel University. In a heated battle between 2 giants in the Overwatch space, Boise and Bethel have history as competitors, and this was a match and one to be excited for. In what felt like the battle between Plato from Boise and Big J5 from Bethel, the 2 battled it out with very similar compositions. Plato continued to prove that they were the better Sojourn on the map, but Big J5 on Reaper was doing everything in his power to keep it close and keep Bethel in the game. Sadly, it just wasn't enough. Boise just continued to ride the momentum of Plato and took each map with more and more dominance and aggression as they went on, finishing the series in sweeping fashion. Now it's time for some League of Legends. Oakland University versus Long Island University. The battle of two strong midfield teams, Oakland and Long Island face off in the last week of ECAC play, both looking to close out the season on a strong win. With the new patch in place, however, a lot of new changes with champions and itemizations were to be seen in this match, and no matter the records before, this match would be proof of just how much you studied that new patch. Long Island was expected to come out strong, but Oakland had something to prove and took their power of draft picks and proved that they belonged amongst the very best top teams in the ECAC. Next, we head over to the NJC AAE conference for their Week 7 coverage of Valorant, Westchester Community College versus Bismarck College. In the last week of regular season play, these two teams face off against each other with two different reasons to win. Westchester came into this match looking to secure second in the group, while Bismarck looked to give themselves an opportunity to be in the upper half of the group. However, unfortunately for Bismarck, they were against a formidable opponent in Westchester who didn't hold back, defeating Bismarck 13-3 on both maps Ascent and Pearl. Next up is Trinity Valley Community College versus Madison College. We haven't seen either of these teams on the Esports U Network since the first week of the NJC AAE and in the last week now of the regular season. Both of them desperately need this win. The first couple of rounds go to Trinity Valley, but instantly the tide shifted, going over to Madison's favor on Haven as the twins Hanada and Nezuko worked together to get the 13-3 win. Breeze was a lot closer as Trinity Valley's CJ claimed an early 3 rounds, but it was a similar stories as map 1. Madison's Toast 'em Up unleashed his Yuru to help his team claim a 13-5 win on Breeze and get the 2-0 victory, putting Madison at a comfortable 4-3 season record. Next up is Overwatch 2, Florida Gateway College versus Iowa Central Community College. Currently undefeated in the standings, Iowa Central wanted to make sure that they ended the season as the first seed going into the playoffs. Already on the first map, we saw both teams bringing out a lot of unique picks as we saw a Junkrat, Bastion, a Symmetra, even a Moira coming out, but it was Iowa Central's DPS, Badussi, Wussi, and Shiro who were decimating their opponents. Map 2 and 3 saw the rise of Iowa's tank Jatone as he popped off on his Reinhardt, letting his team win both maps in just under 5 minutes each to claim the 3-0 sweep for first seed. Ending off the day, let's head over to the ECC for their Week 7 coverage of Valorant. St. Joseph's Long Island versus College of Staten Island. St. Joseph's and Staten Island meet for the second time this season, and although this match by record doesn't seem extremely exciting, the first match was the only match that went to 3 maps for both teams, with CSI winning. Heading into the next match, we run it back on 2 of the same maps as the first, and very similarly, we start 1-1 and again head to the tiebreaker map 3, but unlike the first encounter, we head to Icebox. In a nail-biting first half, they ended 6-6, and it was proving to be a battle of Big Fat Kev 25 and Sano. Both players showed up, but their teammates were not far behind on the leaderboard, and in overtime, St. Joseph's win of the third map, 14-12, sanctified their revenge. Next up in Overwatch 2 is Trinity Valley Community College versus Northwestern Michigan College. Both teams looking to finish out their season strong, Trinity Valley looked to build momentum heading into the playoffs as the second seed in their group. This match, though, proved to be the battle of who was better on their comfort picks. A lot of unorthodox heroes were played. The meta had nothing to do with this match whatsoever, and heroes such as the Junkrat and Torbjorn showed up consistently. Unfortunately for Northwestern Michigan, they just weren't able to keep it up with Trinity Valley. Their speed and coordination just proved too much for the Northwestern Michigan roster. And with that, Trinity Valley closed out the season on a sweep once again.
Hey there, esports fans. I'm Katie Scott, and I'm grateful to have you all here for yet another episode of NACL Knows All, presenting you with the best and most recent esports news, brand deals, fundraisings, and sponsorships that you should be up to date with. Let's get right into it. People spend money on video games even on the other side of the planet. The European Parliament has passed a vote endorsing the development of a long-term European video game strategy that takes into account esports financing and builds on existing national strategies. Proposed by Laurence Ferrand, a French member of European Parliament for the Renew Europe group. The European Union's legislative body passed the resolution by a huge margin, with 560 voting in favor, 34 voting against, and 16 abstentions. The parliament-wide debate and vote came after the EU's Culture and Education Committee unanimously adopted a parliamentary report on the subject in August. The successful passage of the resolution is a major win for the European esports and gaming industries. Companies will likely have access to EU funding and support once a strategy is devised. It recognizes the commercial value and potential for growth and innovation in the esports and gaming industries. The text asks the Commission to develop a charter to promote European values in esports competitions, consider the creation of a Schengen-wide esports visa, and touts the benefits of esports for education and well-being. Of course you don't play video games sitting on bricks. Lovesac, the omni-channel home brand best known for its Sactionals, the world's most adaptable couch and Sacs, the world's most comfortable seat, and innovative StealthTech sound and charge system, has teamed up with Xbox to create an exclusive product bundle that puts innovation and comfort at its principal objective. The Lovesac Xbox bundle will include a limited edition Super Sac cover, Super Sac insert, Xbox Series S console, and a 3-month Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, offering endless hours of gaming and a lifetime of cloud-like comfort. The limited edition Lovesac Xbox retail bundle will be available on November the 20th at the cost of $1,350 and will be sold as long as supplies last. Customers can purchase the bundle on BestBuy.com or test out the products live at the nearest Best Buy or in the Lovesac shop-in-shop locations. Of course, your chair will only move so much. If you want some speed, Williams Esports, the esports division of Formula One team Williams Racing, has announced a partnership with Spanish esports organization Dux Gaming. Funded in 2018, Dux Gaming secured a €3 million funding round led by NBA champion Mark Gasol that October. Alongside the F1 Esports Series, Williams Esports competes in a number of sim racing platforms, including iRacing, Assetto Corsa Competizione, and Gran Turismo. In addition to sim racing, Williams Esports also participates in Rocket League and Fortnite through its collaboration with UK esports organization Resolve. The collaboration will see Dux Gaming content creations featured on the Williams Esports Twitch channel ahead of the final 2 F1 esports events of the season. Additionally, the drivers will appear on the Spanish organization's channels. Of course, you won't always be sitting down while gaming. Brazilian esports organization Pain Gaming has secured a partnership with Sport5, a major sports marketing agency that has made a concerted push into esports in recent years. The company has active partnerships with big names in the esports industry, such as Gen.G, Ampverse, NYXL, and Fnatic, to just name a few. This comes just after the conclusion of the IEM Rio Major 2022, Brazil's first ever CSGO Major, which saw moderate viewership but in the end was largely a commercial success for the Brazilian esports industry. Both parties have signed an exclusive sales representation agreement that spans across all sponsorship categories and portfolios of Pain esports and gaming assets. The deal is an expansion of the company's previous partnership, which saw Sport5 broker Pain Gaming sponsorship deal with betting brand Dual Bits in August of 2022. Now the focus has shifted to helping Pain Gaming secure global brand partnerships. However, Sport5 and Pain Gaming will also explore the power of the local gaming and esports market. This will include helping Pain shape its offering around major team assets such as its new home facility in São Paulo, as well as its Women's League of Legends team, among others. Sometimes we have to do a little bit more for our health. Last November 11th, nonprofit organizations Leukemia and Lymphoma Society entered in a newfound partnership with the Esports Awards, one of the largest esports awards ceremonies. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society focuses on funding research projects, providing patient and family support, and working towards changing policies to better support blood cancer patients. The partnership with the Esports Awards will be centered around the #TiltCancer initiative, which was started by the LSS. The two parties will work together to raise funds that will help support patients and families of those affected by blood cancers. The activations will take place during December 11th through the 13th, when the awards will be taking place. LSS will become the official charity partner for this year's event and collaborate with the award show to raise $50,000 during the ceremony with digital and on-site activations. The Esports Awards will feature LSS branding on the night of the awards, with the two parties noting that a special VIP host will be involved in a number of incentives with challenges and donor rewards. Reaching funding goals will also be celebrated on stream and in person in Las Vegas. GameSquare announced on November 9th that Complexity Gaming has joined the Halo Championship Series as a partner team. HCS is Microsoft's official Halo Esports League where the best Halo players from all around the world compete. With an audience of more than 105 million, Complexity's reach within the international Halo community will be amplified, as well as the opportunities to strengthen and grow its connection to Halo fans and the gaming community. The vertically integrated platform is unique within gaming and esports and provides unparalleled access to creative agencies, content production, merchandise design, and a media and content creator network that reaches more than 220 million people. Complexity plans on creating an on-site activation at marquee tournaments and events, host Halo Infinite competitions, and develop innovative in-game branding and digital goods. As a partner team, Complexity will also be invited to play at premier HCS competitions and is expected to benefit from league revenue sharing. What are the odds? The leading provider of betting content and gaming solutions, Betr, has today announced on the 10th of November that it will become the official odds provider of Bodex, the recently launched Bays esports platform. Bodex is the first of its kind marketplace and integrates odds from both general and specialized traders on a single platform, giving operators access to betting odds from multiple sources through one simple integration. The offered odds are also standardized based on their data format, market definitions, and API, making them significantly easier to integrate for better operations. The offered odds are also standardized based on their data format, market definitions, and API, making them significantly easier to integrate for betting operations. Betr is part of the Bays Esports Partnership Program, bringing to the table the most reliable, high-quality esports odds in the industry, as well as the organization of tournaments that viewers can bet on. The collaboration will see odds from a range of sources be integrated into a single platform for the user's convenience. Looks like someone's game is about to get unreal. 100 Thieves recently announced that they will be making a PC and console video game with a stronger emphasis on PC. Project X is the code name for the title in the works, and throughout a more in-depth look in a November 15th update, it seems that they will be developing Project X in the new Unreal Engine 5. How Project X will function, as well as the release date of this project, remain unclear to this day. 100 Thieves has made it clear that they plan on developing this game in complete partnership with their professionals and creators, taking their feedback and unique knowledge on the gaming space to the table. While right now there's an early sandbox to run around in, but the test shooting mechanics, the core pillars of the gameplay, are yet to be defined, with more details and updates promised in the near future. North American Esports organization TSM officially suspended its partnership with FTX. With a reported worth of $210 million, Binance, a rival cryptocurrency exchange company, was reported to be buying out FTX, but due to its due diligence, decided to terminate the deal, sending the platform into a collapse and putting their lucrative sponsorship deals in an awkward position. On November the 13th, FTX was thrown into the spotlight after it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in the United States. This left billions of dollars of exposure and chaos for users and shareholders. High Ground has released several lines of high-quality keyboards over the last few months, sporting some of the most iconic designs available, like its Sonic the Hedgehog capsule drop, which offered several retro Sega-inspired designs for fans, while their always available Basecamp series provides a more mild design for fans. Timmy's keen fashion and design sense are among the major reasons he has been chosen, allowing him to join the hardware scene and have a hand in product creation within the company to help push the limits with keycap designs.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is David and we're with the NACL update. Today we have one of the biggest players in the game, Vice President of Meta Kings, the one and only Dame Hammer that's coming with amazing titles like Block Lords that's coming out this week. Dane, how you doing today, buddy?
Oh man, all the better for seeing your face.
I appreciate it, man. All the better seeing yours too. You guys have some pretty big things coming up, right? I mean, you're going to be at Decentraland as a keynote speaker, and you have some pretty big activities coming up. Tell us a little bit about it.
Of attention and earned media. And yeah, we're now on the verge of launching our first batch of founding NFT Euros or epic unique lords and ladies at Decentral. We're looking to launch it live on stage on Tuesday, the 29th of November at, I think it's 10 to 2 p.m. In Miami. And we've got a big show lined up. We're bringing all the heavyweights to show down and yeah, start a smackdown for the founding Euros of Block Lords. And yeah, there's a lot more to come post that. But yeah, it's kind of the first step of 5 batches of unique lords and ladies being released to new owners. So yeah, exciting stuff.
At the end of the day, it's about whoever does it best. In partnership with the Ministry of Culture, Community and Youth, Sports Singapore and the Singapore National Olympic Committee, the Olympic Esports Week will showcase the best of virtual sports, hybrid physical and simulated sports, with the 4-day festival including the exhibition of latest technologies, panel discussions, education centers, and show matches. The highlight of the week will be the first in-person live finale of the Olympic Esports Series, a global virtual and simulated sports competition created in collaboration with the international federations, which builds on the successes of last year's Olympic Virtual Series. The 2021 series attracted over 250,000 participants from across 100 countries to take part in competitions in virtual and simulated sports including baseball, motorsport, cycling, rowing, and sailing. Details including how to be part of the first Olympic Esports Week and Olympic Esports Series will be revealed in early of 2023.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es Eduardo Cabrera y represento a la Universidad Iberoamericana en Puebla. La verdad es que muchas gracias por darme la oportunidad de participar en esta liga. La verdad es que me siento muy contento con mi desempeño en esta liga. Me siento muy a gusto con los resultados que he tenido, la verdad. La verdad es que yo entré en esta liga sin... Bueno, como es mi primera vez que entro en una competencia así, no sabía pues qué esperar, ¿no? Pero realmente muy dentro de mí tenía las ganas de que fuera una liga pues muy competitiva y no me ha decepcionado. La verdad es que por temas de universidad no he tenido mucho tiempo para prepararme en cuanto a entrenamientos o pues jugar, pero estoy tratando de hallar un espacio para seguir mejorando mi forma de jugar. Mi familia me está apoyando, mis tíos, mi papá, mi hermano, mis amigos también, y todas las semanas tratan de hacerse un espacio durante su día para para poder ver las transmisiones de la liga y poder apoyarme a la distancia. La verdad, lo que les podría decir a las personas que me están viendo es que la vida a veces nos pone retos, ¿no? Y nos da oportunidades de la misma manera. Entonces hay que saber aprovecharlo. Muchas gracias.
Hi, my name is Nehemiah, and my in-game gamer tag is Invisible Walker, and I am the captain of Ohio State University's competitive Halo team. For playoffs, we're very excited. We definitely think that we have what it takes to get to the top 2 and to become victorious over Oklahoma Christian University. I know that is the #1 seed right now, but we definitely think we have what it takes to take them down and be able to win it, the whole thing. So for playoffs, we're part of other different leagues and things, and so we've been playing a lot of different teams and just scrimming a lot, and so we have a lot of experience versus high caliber teams. And so, yeah, I think just playing the game, being ready for that, and getting in that type of mindset is what we've been doing. So, I know for myself, I've talked to my friends and my family, and my friends think it's really cool that I'm able to play Halo at the level that I do. With all that, and my family is totally supportive. They love it. Obviously, being in collegiate Halo, all of us at least for the Ohio State team, we all have different aspirations that we're going for. So in comparison, we have a guy, going to grad school for business, and then for myself, I'm going to be going to a doctorate of occupational therapy program. So we all have different accolades that we're going for, but Halo is just kind of our side thing. But then most of our friends and family think it's a really cool thing that we're able to compete and be able to get some money out of it. So that's really cool. So one of the things I would say is our team is probably the most hyped team out there. Our comms are always flowing. We're really fast with our comms. We have a lot of energy, and we just want to win. We really want to win. We want to show that, even people that are doing at a very difficult school like Ohio State are able to compete as well and be able to win. So I would say that's a reason to cheer for us. We're very hyped. We love what we do, and it's all passion. We don't get paid by the university to do what we do. We're on no scholarships. We're actually formed this own team out of itself. So we are our own thing. No scholarships involved, no money. It's all passion. So we're happy that we can get money out of it if we can going into playoffs, which I'm confident we can. But yeah, it's all passion there. So I would say that's a good reason to cheer for us.
So I think we did well this season. We definitely did hit a rough patch there in the middle part of the season, but we were able to consolidate our efforts as a team and bounce back from those losses and put out a strong showing for the second half of the season, which led us to the seeding that we're at today. So we're preparing for the playoffs by scrimmaging any team that we could find, whether they be collegiate or not. We're just trying to get a lot of experience under our belt to match the high level of play that we're expecting to see this playoff season. My family and friends think it's awesome that I'm competing at a collegiate level for Halo, especially my parents. When they saw me playing Combat Evolved when I was, 7, 8 years old, they never thought that anything was going to really come out of it. They thought it was just a video game for fun. But now we're here in the playoffs, fighting for a championship, fighting for a prize pool, and they're backing me 100%. And My friends are always in the Twitch streams and our team Discord, you know, sending us messages, sending us positive vibes before all of our matches. And it really just promotes a lot of good energy going into the matches, which produces good results.